Alaska Air Group reached a deal to buy struggling Hawaiian Airlines in the latest round of US airline consolidation. But why did Alaska Airlines make this move? And what impact will it have on the North American and global air travel dynamic? In this video, we will take a look at the deal fundamentals to better understand what caused this acquisition to happen and how both Alaska and Hawaiian can take their respective airlines to the next level with this transaction. Let's quickly recap the announcement. The deal would have the Seattle-based group buy Hawaiian for $18 per share in an all-cash transaction valued at $1.9 billion, including Hawaiian's debt. The Alaska Air Group, which owns Alaska Airlines and regional carrier Horizon Air, will continue to operate Hawaiian as an independent brand and airline within the group. It will remain based in Seattle and led by CEO Ben Minikuchi. Here is what the Alaska Airlines CEO had to say about the acquisition.
Alaska and Hawaiian have reached a definitive agreement to join together. This combination will allow us to better serve the people of Hawaii, expand Alaska's reach across the Pacific, and create an even stronger airline. $13 billion in annual revenue, 365 aircraft, 1,400 flights a day, and serve 138 destinations, including 29 international and over 1,200 destinations globally through our One World Alliance. The combined airline will be powered by some 31,000 employees here in Hawaii, the state of Alaska, throughout the West Coast, and other locations throughout the world.
Alaska is the 6th largest US airline by seats, and Hawaiian is the 10th largest. Together, they would be the 5th largest carrier behind American Airlines, Southwest Airlines, Delta Airlines, and United Airlines. And if JetBlue Airways and Spirit win court approval for their proposed merger, they'd be the 5th largest and Alaska Hawaiian would be the 6th. Whether the Alaska Hawaiian deal can win US Justice Department approval remains to be seen. The regulator, however, has taken a firm stance against consolidation in the airline industry. The expanded Alaska Air Group would operate 365 aircraft, including Airbus 330s and A321neos, in addition to Boeing 717s and 737s. And they would also have firm orders for another 119 planes, including 737s and 787s from Boeing. It would serve 138 destinations and be part of the global One World Alliance. Alaska plans to seek approval from Hawaiian shareholders in the first quarter of 2024. Deal close, which requires Justice Department approval, will take about 12 to 18 months. So now let's take a look at some of the reasons behind why this happened. The first and sort of most obvious reason here is that Alaska Airlines exhausted its growth opportunities at its home base in Seattle and is looking for a new boost. In 2020, Seattle-Tacoma International Airport, Alaska's primary hub, was already approaching maximum capacity, warning that the flights from the airport could see higher fares, lengthier delays, and more missed connections. While Alaska has seen sizable growth in Seattle, it has also been wary of becoming too reliant on the already strained market. Alaska has sought to increase its presence in cities like Portland, Oregon, where it most recently added non-stop flights to Nashville. However, Portland is a much smaller city than Seattle. This is the same sort of thinking that partially guided Alaska's decision to acquire Virgin America in 2016 for $2.6 billion. The merger with Virgin America gave Alaska access to a variety of routes from Los Angeles and San Francisco and diversified its network significantly. But those routes, especially the transcontinental ones, are highly competitive. Reason number 2, access to the Hawaii market. Hawaiian Airlines has struggled to return to profitability since the pandemic and is relatively cheap at around $4.86 a share. The airline has faced a number of challenges, including a slow recovery of the important Japanese visitor market to Hawaii, and more recently, the issues with the Pratt & Whitney geared turbofan engines that power its Airbus A321neos. The latter has forced Hawaiian to ground as many as 4 aircraft at a time, nearly a quarter of its A321neo fleet for inspections. A merger with Hawaiian would give Alaska an extensive network through Hawaii, which is a major leisure market, which Alaska estimates already generates around $8 billion in annual passenger revenue. The CEO Ben Minikuchi said that he believes the combined companies will become a leader in this lucrative market. He also added that this is a very strategic step change for Alaska Airlines to accelerate not only their financial performance, but the growth of their network as well. Perhaps Hawaiian's network and the Honolulu hub could give Alaska the ability to expand into Asia, more specifically Japan, which has historically seen a lot of outbound travel to Hawaii and has been a significant market for Hawaiian Airlines. Reason number 3, the acquisition of wide-body aircraft in the Alaska Airlines fleet. The combined airline would also give Alaska Airlines wide-body aircraft, something that they do not have in their fleet today. Alaska primarily operates Boeing 737s, but since Hawaiian is a long-haul carrier, its fleet is also composed of Airbus A330s, and it recently announced plans to order Boeing 787 Dreamliners. Minikuchi said that the international fleet for the combined airline would pose some complexity for Alaska's operation, but the opportunities outweigh any potential issues raised by a more diverse fleet. The opportunities that he's mentioning are quite clear. The proposed airline would consolidate its fleet and operate maybe 2 or 3 aircraft types. This would give them tremendous purchasing and negotiating power against OEMs like Boeing. The fourth and final reason is intense pressure from Delta Airlines at some of the Alaska airline hubs. Delta have spent the past few years improving their product offering, and they have become the airline of choice in Seattle and have a very robust international long-haul network to complement. They have added Wi-Fi, in-flight entertainment, and a variety of upselling options to their cabin products across their fleet. As you can see here, Delta have added some large narrow-body aircraft in Seattle routes to increase market share versus Alaska. Their capacity increase is bringing their unit cost to a much lower value versus Alaska Airlines, which does not have any aircraft in the 180 plus seat category. Delta is also making a very strong recovery in Los Angeles and Portland, which are markets where Alaska Airlines still has a major presence. So to summarize, all of the above factors mean that it is not just a game of growth, but a game of survival at this point. If Alaska continues to experience lack of growth, few expansion opportunities, and loses out to Delta in key markets, then they risk slipping further down in the airline food chain and could easily get swallowed up by either a bank or another airline over the next decade. This acquisition not only gives Alaska Airlines the fleet, the network, and the competitiveness they desperately need, but also gives them enough ammunition to put up a fight against the top 3 airlines in key markets.